I have realized that some of you are having a little bit of struggle with your frac by frac challenge, which is numbers 21 through 25. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an example of how we do these problems. So this is a challenge, and but I do expect you to complete it, and you are to find the missing numerators. So what we're going to do is I've written some rules down first, or some steps rather. First thing that we're going to do is to multiply the denominators. Okay, so I have a problem that we're going to work out, and the first thing we're going to do for the problem is multiply our denominator. So I'm going to rewrite this. I've got 6 as my first denominator and 10 as my second denominator. So I am going to multiply 6 times 10. You're correct. It is 60. Great job. Now I know that what I'm going to do to my 60 is I'm going to divide it to get an equivalent fraction and make it on its lowest terms. So the end result, my lowest term, will be 3/5. But I got to figure out, what do I do to 60 in order to get 5? What do I divide 60 by? So that's our second rule. What would you divide the product denominator? I call this my product denominator because it's the product of 6 and 10. And what would you divide the product denominator by to get the final denominator? And my final denominator is 5. So if you said 12, you are correct. Very good job. And we all know that whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator. So this is like the fraction divided by a whole, right? 12 over 12 is the whole. So then my next step is that I'm going to multiply the final numerator by the divisor. So my final numerator is my 3. Okay, that's like the final fraction, 3/5. So 3 times 12, which is my divisor, equals, you're correct, 36. Great job. Okay, now the last step says, what would you multiply the numerator by to get the product numerator? So I'm calling this my product numerator since I just multiplied 3 times 12 and I got the product of 36. So what would I multiply 9 by in order to get 36? That's correct, 4. So the answer is 4. My numerator is 4. Okay, we're going to do another one so that you can see this done again. This time my problem is going to be 2/4 times 5ths. Okay, and I don't know how many 5ths I used, but it's going to equal 2/5. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply my denominators. I'm going to have 2/4 times my 5ths, and that's going to equal 20ths. Okay. I know that my final denominator is a 5. So let the my writing catch up to the screen. Hopefully it will quickly. Here we go. What do I divide my product denominator, which is 20? What do I divide that by in order to get final denominator, which is 5? If you said 4, you are correct. So 4 is going to be my divisor. Whatever I do to the top number, I must do to the bottom number. So I have something divided by 4 equals 2. So what would I multiply the final numerator by? I'm sorry. Well, if I multiply the final numerator by the divisor, I get 8. Okay. Now, what would you multiply the numerator by that was originally in the problem to get that product numerator? Well, I would multiply it by 4. I just so happen to have 4 for both of those answers. So our missing numerator is 4. I hope that this helps a little bit in understanding how to do that challenge. If you would like to redo your 21 through 25 and get a better score on your assignment, please send me a message through SIS or through Teams chat. That will be a personal chat through Teams to Mrs. Duddy, or send Mrs. Duddy an SIS message to send back your assignment, and I will let you have another try. I hope this helped you out.